Attempt 3. Attempt 3. Sorry about this, everyone. I couldn't see any problem as to why it's doing what it was doing. Okay? Everything seems to be working absolutely fine, so I don't know what was going on. Okay, Vicky, let me start with you as I've still got you, okay, that I was on. Right. I feel like I've got a grandfather with me, okay, was what I'd said at the start with. But it's like, rather than him just trying to say hello because it's Father's Day or anything like that, it's like you needed guidance, some sort of problem around you at the minute. But he's saying that you're too close to the situation, you're too enmeshed in it all. Let things happen naturally, okay? I know you want a decision of whether you're going to win, is what he's saying, okay? But he's not giving me the answer to that straight away. And first of all, you need to relax, take some deep breaths, okay? And just relax. You are getting information through from spirit to you, okay? It comes in the form of your instinct. It's inside your mind. You hear it. You know what's coming, okay? You pay attention to your thoughts and the ideas that are coming to you, because they're answering your prayers. So telling you that they're answering your prayers means it's going to come in your favor. Okay. But it's saying you do need to be aware that you have ups and downs. Okay. And the down at the minute, it always comes with the new moon. The downs are always with the new moon. But he wants you to know that you're safe. So there is like a cycle in your pattern. Okay. And that you are safe. And your prayers or wishes are heard. Okay, he's saying. But you need to be aware that yourself, you know what to do, you know the answers that you need. Trust your inner knowledge. Act upon that without delay. Okay? Take inventory, basically, and take a life review. Look at everything and focus on the good things that are around you. At present, it says it's not all negative, and the outcome that you want will come. So I'm guessing that means the answer is yes to whatever you're wanting or you've asked him. I'm unaware of exactly what's going on. He's not giving me all of that. I'm repeating what he's saying. But he says you've already made a stand for what you believe in. So continue to make a stand for what you believe in. Okay? But he's again repeating, you need to listen to your intellect, not just your mind. Okay? Your mind can sort of get stuff jumbled. And he's saying, forget about that. If the fresh air and countryside will do you good. Okay? So I don't know whether you try and practice meditation, but he's talking about meditation. It's like you struggle with it. And as if he's saying, don't bother struggling and trying to clear your mind. If you want to clear your mind, go out, take a walk, get yourself into the countryside, and then you start thinking clearly. You get you relax, okay? Right. But you've got your ancestors are all around you, he's telling me. Okay. I'll give you that again. He's saying sometimes you overlook the important things, the detail rather than the important things. You overlook the detail. So you need a clear intention of what you're trying to achieve, and it will come. To see and clearly have a clear intention of what's going on around you. Just see things from a higher perspective. Like he's already said, you're too close to the situation. Look at the bigger picture and know that it will come naturally. Your ideas and whatever you put forward are great, okay? And it will come around. It will work in your favor. Just know that your ideas are great. Just have more hope and more belief in yourself. Okay? If you can keep the hope and the belief and have faith, he says that's all the positivity you need. You just need to be strong at the minute. Have the courage. You have got the courage that you need to continue moving forward, and it'll all come around. So I do believe it's like a fight. But he's saying stop thinking it's a fight. Stop thinking it's karma, and just know that you're going to get what you deserve. So the outcome will be in your favor. Victory will be yours. So just at the minute, continue moving forward, facing your problems head on, and the outcome will be as you want. But he's saying you've just got to be positive, have the faith, and just remember that you do have your ups and downs. It's in cycle with new moons. Okay. I believe it's worse for you than me. I don't know whether you're a Cancer sign, so is your birthday around now or anything? But I've just got Cancer being given to me as a star sign. Okay? I don't know what that means. But if you are, or there's some part of Cancer in you, then you're going to be really drawn with negative energies around you at the moment. I don't know when Leo is. It's just I've been heard Cancer being given to me, as if that's some part of energy that's mixed up, or not mixed up, but is a mix within you, if you've got a lot of cancer in you. So the new moon at the minute will definitely brought you down, so you're feeling hopeless and feeling like the outcome won't be in your favour. But just have faith, be positive, and just know that it is just a phase. The darkness that has been around, you're already through the main problems anyway. It's just justice and whatever that needs to be served will be done. It's going to happen naturally. Okay, don't rush the things, otherwise it's not going to be fully in your favour as good as it should be. Okay, it's not like you'd fail if you rushed it, but it won't be as positive if you just let things happen naturally. Okay, just saying I love you, darling. So I don't know whether you were really very close to grandfather or not, but to me, he's very, very close to you now. He's just got your best interests at heart. He's always around you. He's just saying, have the faith, have the belief, have the hope. Okay, and he definitely does love you. Okay, I hope that helps you, Vicky. Oh, he's worn me out there. Right. Just lastly, Vicky, he's just saying, forget about the time scale. Just look at the bigger picture. It doesn't matter when it happens, as long as it happens. Okay. Right. We move on. Okay. I am coming to you after this one, Grace. Okay. Graham Pikesley. More than one spirit around me for you. Okay. I'm male though today. It's as if it's father in spirit, Graham. Okay. Because I know I've got a fatherly love coming towards you. I'm trying to work out if I've got two grandfathers with me or grandfather and father. But they again also father, father. You're welcome, Vicky. Is it father I've got with me, Graham? Or grandfather? I know one of them's grandfather, but one has definitely got a fatherly love. So I'm just trying to slow him down to get him to tell me. But he's more telling me he's really pleased with you. Okay, it's like he does play with you. He says you do believe. It's like he was kind of wrong. So he didn't have belief, but he's glad it was. He's glad he was wrong. I don't know if he's just saying that generally or not. But he does interact with you. He'd like to interact with you more. It's like you don't ask him to do as much. But he's laughing. He says you could go anywhere and you'll have spirit activity because he sets stuff off. You could go somewhere that's not haunted, he's saying, and he will make things. He'll make things happen. He does have fun. He does have his father with. You're more sensitive than you think. You do pick up on a lot, but you don't trust enough. He says you need to trust. And he's been thanking you for, it's definitely father, because he's saying he's thanking you for your thoughts today. Okay? And he is with you. He knows that you miss a lot and miss him a lot. And you're more sensitive than you think. You just don't show everyone that side of you. Okay? He says you do think about him a lot at work because you just sit, saying you sit on your ass and get paid for it. I don't know what he means by that. I didn't mean that to come out quite so quick. But he's laughing. He's telling you not to worry about work, because if you're worrying that there might not be work, there'll always be work, he's saying. And just know that your needs will always be met. So I don't know if there's something going on around you at the minute to do with work, that you're worried about work. He's saying you don't need to be, Graham. Even if you didn't. He's saying if you were to be made like redundant, if that's on the cards, I don't understand. And he's saying don't worry, it's like you'll have work straight away. And you know he says you wouldn't hesitate. So I don't know whether it's like something you're about to hear or that you're worried about. But he's saying don't worry, there's always more work there for you. He also wants you to bring more love back into your life. Go on. So sometimes you can have silly arguments, he's saying, Graham, okay, around you. And he said, but there is a lot of love. And what you're arguing about, you generally argue about, is absolutely irrelevant, he's saying, to the relationship. So stop being so stubborn, both of you, and realise that you're arguing about stuff that doesn't need arguing about. Okay, it's love that's good. But, so I've just read your possible. Okay, he's saying don't worry about it. So it is an extreme possibility, and he's trying to bring it out to you, Graham, but he knows you can be a worrier. He's saying don't worry, because it's if like that happened today, tomorrow you'd be the first one to quicker than anyone else to have more work. Grandfather, right. So if you were close to granddad as well, or he's very close to you, he's just saying he loves you. And he says your dad's right. Dad wishes he told you he loved you more. He wish he'd done that a little bit more with you. He says you do see him. You see him in the bedroom a lot, and he's more of a mist than a complete outline. Okay, and he's thanking you. Okay? For believing. It's like you didn't always believe, but you've really shifted your belief. Okay, recently, it's like you've documented evidence yourself. Dad's telling him to butt back out. Says, son, I love you. And he wished he'd said that to you more. So I'll leave you with that, Graham. Right. Grace. Grace. One step forward now. Okay, it seems all spirits want to arrive in twos now at the minute. That seems to start a precedence. Right. Grace. Grandfather's stepping forward more at the minute. I believe it's on father's side. Just want you to know that they're always around you. You have a lot around you. Okay. And we're always around you and always near you. He's laughing. He says, did you like the other night? Did you like the other night? We were strong together. He just says he loves you and he's got dad for you. Go on. I mean, start with me the name. Grace, dad's saying sorry to you. So if he'd wished he'd done more with you. While he was alive, he wished he'd done more with you. It's not like he's telling me that he didn't say he loved you. It's like he wished he'd done more with you. You're welcome, Graham. Tono, have you got a problem or something with your left arm at the minute? Grace. So as he's coming close to me, my left arm's starting to shake. So if you sometimes get a numb arm that you can't feel or something, he's showing me. But he wishes if he'd come back, Grace, he'd do things more differently. But your arm, or someone around you with a problem with their arm. So you do have pain on and off. Does it stem from your shoulder though, but it interferes with your arm? Show me up here. Sometimes it can be sore just in one little place. It causes the numbness all the way down. Because now you're actually struggling, but you don't tell people, but you're struggling to lift your arm up straight. Makes sense to you, Grace? Right. He says it's easy to sort, but you're just not doing anything. He says you're stubborn. If you go, it's like it can be sorted. It's easy. Let me just check something before I repeat this. His health, give me 1 second. Saying it's easy. It's like you've got a calcium deposit in saying, okay, and it just like needs removing in your shoulder. But just get it sorted, and it'll it's like you haven't got much pain at the minute. If you don't get it sorted, there will be more pain coming from it, but it'll bring the movement back. So you're saying there's nothing to worry about. Just do it. He says you're just avoiding your intuition that's been telling you to do that anyway. He says because you can be stubborn for yourself, but your intuition you use a lot for other people. He says he's really proud of you recently. You've been trying to help so many, and you're getting your life back on track as well. You've got more positivity around you, okay? And he's really glad of that. And you're standing your ground, if that makes sense. He says he's not elaborating on here, but you're standing your ground, okay? And he's right. He's saying you're standing your ground. He's really pleased with you standing your ground, okay? Go on. Says like darkness is behind you now, and you already see that yourself. There's a lot of light ahead. He's really pleased for you. Okay. He is around you all the time. You do see him. He says he's the one that you see out the corner of your eye. Okay. Especially when you're in mirrors. You look at mirrors. Okay. He looked out of the corner of the eye. Okay. And it's like you also smell him. He's wetting himself laughing with Grandad. It's like there were 4 or 5 of them together with the curtains. He's saying, would you like it to happen again? It's like a different set. It'll make you jump. Okay? And he's just saying, I love you, darling. Okay. And he says, do get the shoulder sorted. He's just saying, I love you. He was sweet, Grace. It's more like he would come, but he's a very polite man. Both of them were. I don't feel you were particularly close to Grandad, but he wanted to know that he was still around you. It's like if there was more importance and the message really needed to go, he would pass it to let them jump ahead of him or anything. Okay. So he's very, very polite, but he knows you wanted him today. So I know he'd been around me for ages, but he wouldn't come close enough to me in order to grab him and pass the message through. Okay. So there you go, Grace. Right. Okay. Sharon Maguire, are you still online? Sharon Maguire. Give me a second to do the Sharon's online. Oh. Sharon Maguire. Give it 1 second more, otherwise I'll move on. And we move off for there. Right. Jeff Hunter. I simply got the whole family of spirits stepping forward for you, Jeff. Okay. There was only one a minute ago. Now I definitely have got grandfathers and father. Is there a lot going on around you, Jeff, at the minute? Are you worried about work? Okay. It's more like they're trying to step forward and give you advice. It's like they want your permission to give you advice. You're welcome, Grace. It's like you worry a lot, but you don't let anyone know that you worry. You kind of keep it to yourself. You keep a lot in around your chest. Retirement, they're laughing. They said, you'll never retire. You like people too much. Okay. It's like you might step back and not do all that you do, but you'll never be able to give up completely. You're a people person, they're saying. Okay. Especially seasonal work. Don't know exactly what that means, but okay, that makes sense. I can see from your profile picture now with Santa. Right, we'll look at Christmas. Right. But you always worry a lot. Whatever situation, you've got a situation around you at the minute, Jeff, is what I'm picking up on, that you need compassion and forgiveness as the top of your priority. Because if someone might be worried for you, and sometimes you can maybe not necessarily argue, but snap at the wrong person when they're trying to give helpful or big guidance. Okay. Sometimes you need to keep your sense of humor. Okay? Don't take things too seriously. Okay. But it's with those that are close to you. And just like at present, you're not listening to your instincts fully, Jeff. You need to remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs that you receive and let them dictate your choices, your instincts. They're right. Okay. Maybe you do disagree with others that are around you, but that's fine to do so. But Just do it with compassion is what I'm being told. Get clear on your intentions. It's like once you've actually decided on doing something, your intentions clear, you can stay focused and you'll move more quickly towards your goals. At the minute, it's like you're dilly-dallying is what they're saying. So just stand up for yourself, speak your truth, but respectfully and compassionately, as I've said, with no attachment to outcome. Take their advice, and it doesn't matter whether you follow it or not. Sorry, listen to their advice. It doesn't matter if you follow it or not. Okay? Saying you can be a bit of a, sorry, I'm going to repeat what they've said, Jeff, but he's telling you you can be a bit of a mountain goat. Okay? So just bring the balance back into your life. Do what you need to do for you and correct it. But you just sometimes need a bit of time by yourself in order to clear your mind. You know what to do and move forward in that way. But just check everything out. Take all the facts. Okay? Pay attention and simply observe with your eyes, and that will lead you forward in the way that you need to know. But it is now a good time to go on a new adventure. So if it was retirement that you're thinking about, that would be the new adventure. But you do need to have some sort of hobby so that you don't get bored, is what I'm being given. Because you're very much like to be doing. But, so basically, you're being told, let go of the fear that's around you at the minute. Know that you're safe and you will always be protected. It's absolutely fine. If there's money that you're worried about, which they're not saying fully money, but talking about a pot. So if it was that you needed extra money, you'd always be one to find some type of work that would bring that little bit extra that you needed in there. So don't worry, your needs will be met. Okay, you've got a good imagination, and that will always lead you forward. Okay, just let go of the fear. So basically, the experiences that you're going through at present, initiation into more moving yourself forward. Right, and lastly, it's now the time for you to sort of heal and move in a new direction. Okay, and Dad's saying he loves you very, very much. Okay, and that was something he never said enough, and he really loves you. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Jeff. Sharon, I did have your father with me, the one before Jeff, I think it was Sharon Maguire. Okay, he's not now by me, but he wants to come through for you. He said you'd asked, and he was here, and he just wanted to send his love to you. Said he really loved you. He just wanted you to know that he was around. But I did try a minute ago and did have him by my side, Sharon Maguire. Okay, so I did try to bring him through, but he's not now by my side. Right. You're more than welcome, Jeff. Ho, ho, ho. Right. Right. I'm going to stop in a minute because my energy's going. I've got one more male by the side of me. Come on. Is there a Sarah online? And so I will do two more because I've got someone with by you for Valerie as well. Sarah, is there a Sarah online? Sarah. Okay, Sarah Louise. Okay. Father is with me. Okay. He says he doesn't like whatever photo, and I don't understand what he means. He doesn't like the photo because you can't see his eyes or something like that. So he's not too keen on the photo. He doesn't look like he's smiling, so I don't know exactly what that means, Sarah. But he loves you. He's thanking you for being for you having him in your thoughts today. He wishes he could just talk to you. He does try, but obviously you can't hear him. Um, he does come and touch you and comfort you. He holds your hand. He puts his hand on top of yours. I believe he comes to the right hand side of the bed, not the right, not as you're facing the bed, as you're lying in the bed. He comes to the right hand side, as if he then sits next to you. Okay? Or comes next to you. He does move about, okay? And you do sense things. And just believe more, and it is him. Okay? It never means to make you jump or anything, and sometimes it can be a bit cold. It's cold when times where other people aren't saying it's cold. He says that's because he's close to you. He's trying to let you know that he's around. Okay? And he loves you. He's thanking you. One. Well, there are a lot of flowers to do with him passing, but it's like something to do with individual flowers or an individual flower. Does that make sense? But as if it's maybe meant to passed on, as if you maybe meant to be passing that on to someone else about the flower. If I want to hold a flower like that, Sarah Louise, I don't understand. How many flowers are given to me for birthdays, and I know that's not what he's meaning. But it's like a white rose. Okay, it makes sense to you. Thank you. Right, he's just saying I love you, darling. Okay, and he'll always be around. There's no getting rid of me, he says. Tell her that. Okay. So I'm telling you, there's no getting rid of him, and he loves you. All right, Sarah. Stop now, spirit. Right. Okay. Right, Valerie. He says he likes to surprise you. You never think I'm coming, he says. So I'm waiting till the end. He says, but I have been hovering. I wanted to jump through at the end because he says you always see the not negative sides. You always have doubt, he's saying. And you were thinking I wasn't coming through, he's saying, and he's laughing. So Valerie, he says, so I've done it. It's a surprise, he's saying. I'm here towards the end. He says, I wasn't going to let you down. It's like you already knew in your mind that definitely would come through. He says, but I've left it to the point that you're having doubt. I love you, and I know I've been on your mind all day. Okay. I am fine. I'm with everyone. Okay. Always looking after you and I'm always around you. Have faith, have confidence, believe. He says you've got a lot of positivity around you at the minute. Just see, follow your dreams, follow your desires. He says you're not too old to have them. Sorry, and that came out too quick, Valerie. I didn't mean for it to come out that. I'd have forgotten that. But he's saying he loves you. Okay. He says he's glad that just came out quick. Okay. He says one up to me. Right. Right. Come on. He's got a good sense of humour. He likes to interfere with your TV, or I don't know if he's talking about a computer or TV, but he likes to interfere with the TV. I don't get it because it's not as if it falls off. It's not as if it turns itself off. It's like sometimes you have to turn it on, then turn it back off, and then turn it back on. Does that make sense? Okay? But he's laughing and saying that's him. He does play with others' internet though when they're around you, not yours. He's saying, I love you, sweetie. I love you, sweetheart. My heart's always with you, he's saying. And he's not blowing you a kiss with his hand. He's blowing you a kiss as if he'd kiss you on the head. Okay? He's saying he's coming to kiss you on the head, on your forehead. Okay? So he loves you, Valerie. Okay? And last one then. I have got a grandfather here with me, but there is a gentleman in front of him. He's shaking and can't believe he's managed to get himself to the front. It's like he's a little bit shy with this to come forward, is what grandfather's saying. I do believe it's a father because it's the love that's coming, Sarah. It's like a fatherly love. I'm more than welcome, Sarah Louise. I'm going to try and repeat this, Sarah, word for word. Okay. Oh, Sarah, darling, I love you. I love you so much. Sorry he's left a pain above you, around your shoulders or over your shoulders. Okay. He had heard you. He knows every word that you said. But it makes sense, Sarah, that he's as if he wants to say sorry to you and wants you to accept sorry from him. Sarah Mangle. It makes sense that he'd wanting you to accept an apology from him. No, I was just talking about his passing, so I don't know there is to do with that or something else. He's wanting you to accept his apology. It's like he knows he did things in his way. It could be to accept the apology, and if you've been bugging him to come through, it could be that he's now saying thank you. Okay, so but I do feel there is some sort of weight that you've had over your shoulders as well from what he just said to me, Sarah. Okay, but no, okay, he hadn't come through immediately, but he knows he needed to today. Right. He did basically beg me at the end, Sarah, as I was about to stop. Right. Um, he didn't really fancy. It's like he wanted to give you a sorry that he needed to give you, okay? And that he loved you. If he could come back again, he might do things slightly differently. Not a lot. It's like you know that he loves you. He always did. It was quite a special bond, but he didn't necessarily. He's saying he thought he was trying to help, and he maybe didn't necessarily help. He thought he was trying to do good and the right thing, but it didn't necessarily go according to plan. But he loves you. I don't know what he means because he's not filling me in on all of it. He says, "Sweetheart, you'll always be my sweetheart." Okay, his baby, his little girl. I love you. I'm so proud of you. He's saying. He's promising he'll always make sure the family's okay. I don't know whether that makes sense to you or whether there's a hidden meaning in that, but he'll always make sure the family's okay and that they keep on track. He can do a lot of good still. He'll always make sure that your happiness will always be top of his priority. You've just got to be open to receiving the guidance that he gives you. Just sometimes you're not good at listening to the red flags that come in your intuition. Listen to those red flags because they're giving you clear guidance. Follow them. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Okay, set your sights high and you'll always achieve. You've never failed at anything. I love you. Saying, okay? Saying, I love you. He's gone. Okay? He's coming over to give you a hug, Sarah. Right. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And I'm sorry I haven't managed to get through to everyone, but I do need to stop because my energy's going. Okay? In a second. Before I do that, Margot, are you still there? Margot, are you still there? You're more than welcome, everyone. And Margot, if you're still there, I have got a gentleman that's just come and stepped forward by me. I don't believe it's father at this moment, but he may well have father behind him. He's like pushing to the front, asking if I could. I don't think she's still there, though. Yes, okay. Okay, I know who's approached me at the minute. There's a gentleman that's definitely like a grandfather. But it's not him that actually wants to speak, I don't believe. Okay. He was just begging me then to. He didn't want you to be left out. So, if you always had grandfather on your mind as well, Margot, okay? Or is it just father? It's as if he's thanking you because it's like you've had family on your mind. But because I've got another gentleman talking, but he's not told me who he is at the moment. He's a bit emotional. He just wants to come through, tells you he loves you. I don't know whether at the moment his father, grandfather's more talking at the front. Grandfather is saying, basically, sometimes you want them to come through, but they don't necessarily. Um, don't worry about that, but they weren't going to leave you out tonight. I love you. You're never pushy. You've got such a caring heart, and you just listen for others. Okay, and that's what Dad's really proud about. Okay, so there's Dad. That's what he's really proud about of you. That you're so caring for others, and you just like enjoy still listening to other people's messages. I've been watching from a distance for a while, and you're so caring. Okay, they are always about you. It's not happy you're talking now. There's less people watching. He's saying than coming through when there was loads. Does that make sense, Margot? It's if you were quite private, so you are, and you are as well. He's saying, okay? But he loves you dearly, and he's asking you to tell everyone that he loves them. Okay? He does mess around. He says, you know where everything is. You've got ornaments and things. He's not trying to say necessarily a picture, but I do believe there is a picture of him. But ornaments and things that are on the sides, he likes to actually just move them, but only slightly. So because it kind of irritates you because you know exactly where everything is. That makes sense, Margot. He showed me some crystal, but it's like cut crystal. I don't know whether that's yours or another female's. But it's like he likes to alter them slightly. It's not everywhere. It's just it's like there's one shelf or one top. Okay? He's saying, tell me you've noticed. He's saying you do. He says you're also very sensitive to spirit, and you do sense them, but it's like you just don't trust exactly who it is that's around. He says it's me that comes and comforts you. Sorry, step back a minute. It's me that comes and comforts you when you're feeling down. You often help others and check everyone else is all right, but you don't talk your own heart out because you're feeling down that's around you. Okay? Okay, yeah, he's removing it. Okay? And it does go beside his picture. Oh, wonderful. If I knew there was a picture and it wasn't the picture that he moved, that's fantastic, Margaret. Right. Okay. Sometimes he makes us, you smell smells that are nice smells, not necessarily smells of your dad, but smells, sweet smells. Like, anyway, I could put it, it's like air freshener smells, but perfume. But it's like not your dad, but it's him that's creating those nice smells. Try and let you around. I'd let you know that he's around. More like as well, smells of countryside and exchanges nice smells. And he gives you those, but more as you're going towards the bedroom. It is him that stands next to you by the bed. It's not like he moved across the base of the bed. It's more like he moves backwards and forwards by the side of the bed, and I'm picking up more of the left side. Okay, he's saying he just wants to know that he loves you. Okay, he loves you so dearly. He likes the picture. Don't be moving it again. As if you had moved the picture and put it back. So he said, don't move the picture again, or whatever picture he's referring to. I think of him. Okay, he says, I love you, darling. I always have. Did he like sweet singing, Margot? I really don't want to sing this, but I will if I've got to. I know too much about it. I'll do 2 lines if she says yes. Did he like singing, or did he call you sweetheart? Okay, no, that's wonderful. They are the smell. Okay, so like air freshener, wet wax melts and Dettol. He says better than smoke and oil, and I don't know what that means. It means anything at all. But, okay. So he likes singing, right? Because basically he's singing. He wants to come back to you. I don't really like singing when spirit do it, but I'll try. Okay. Saying good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. I can't get the next words that he's then singing. I know that he's on his way to you. But he's saying, listen to the song. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. And I believe they're the opening lines of what he's telling me. Okay. But he's saying, good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. As if he's coming. Good night, sweetheart. It's time for me to go. As if what he's implying to come back to you. Rather than going a kiss, it's like he's coming back to you with good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Okay. He's just saying, I love you. So I don't know whether there's any relevance of that. It's coming back to you now, Margot. Okay. I'm really pleased I managed to finish on that one. Margot, it was nice. It was lovely energy. Um, I'm curious if there was any relevance to that song or whether it was just something he was saying to part and come to you. I know the wonder of you. He didn't sing that to me though. That song or anything didn't it have any relevance, or was it just him saying goodbye? Oh, you're welcome, Valerie. And I was trying to bring as many. Both Darren and I were trying to bring through as many as possible. Some of the tiring bit isn't the necessarily giving the messages. It's when we're doing this online, we've got the amount of spirits that are by us. I don't know how Darren works keeping them back, but I know how I do. They are a tiny bit more of a distance, so I know it could tire Darren perhaps a little bit more than me. He was saying it to your nieces. Wonderful. Okay. I thought there was some relevance in that song, Margot. Sometimes I just like to ask for the clarification that when they're doing something so adamantly that he wanted me to sing and pass that particular part of the song to you. Okay. Yes, I know. I might not have given messages to everyone. It does tire us, even with the spirits just by the side holding them back. Okay. Let's try and do it. But we will bring them through more for you next time. And it has worked remarkably well. But I know next week or whenever we do it with Darren again, there's going to be an awful lot of female spirits wanting to come through, as they have kindly kept back and just let fathers come through for us tonight and grandfathers. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for watching. And sorry about the internet problems in between. Okay, I blame Vicky. When I gave him that message, it kept going. Okay, so Vicky's online. I'm only joking. All right. Thank you very, very much, everyone, for watching. And I'm really glad that message came through to you at the end, Margot. So good night, everyone. And thank you. Have a great week.